Today's documentary, Maua Incident, The Unwritten Verdict. April 1899, the Philippines under a scorching sun. Fort McKinley stands as a symbol of American power, but beneath its imposing presence lies a festering wound of racial tension. Filipino soldiers, brought in as laborers under brutal terms, are paid less and housed in tents while facing disdain from American officers. Private Santos, a young Filipino recruit, dreams of American citizenship but finds himself in a hell of daily racism and exploitation. The order came down: execute 3 Filipino prisoners. This command echoes the daily injustice they face. Santos refuses the command, looking at his comrades with the same despair. The execution of the prisoners wasn't the act that would seal their fate, but what followed was a conspiracy theory brewing. The trial that followed was a farce, denying proper legal representation to the accused. The 11 Filipinos were coerced into confessing under duress, their testimony ignored. The evidence was circumstantial, built on prejudice and planted misinformation. Santos, trying to tell his side of the story, was silenced by the system designed to crush him. The trial exposed the deep-seated racism within the U.S. military. Their alleged actions were blown out of proportion, twisted into a sign of insidious rebellion. But the real betrayal came from President McKinley, refusing a presidential pardon despite clear injustice. His reasons were rooted in political expediency, fearing what a pardon might do to the narrative of American superiority. This decision shocked the nation, letters pouring in questioning the verdict and McKinley's refusal. It fueled anti-colonial narratives across the globe, showing the hypocrisy of American imperialism. The Maua Incident became a symbol of the contradictions of American imperialism. It was a moment when the fight for justice was brutally suppressed, and the ghosts of racial hatred lingered long after the men were gone. Their story is a stark reminder of the human cost of empire. The names of these 11 soldiers are largely forgotten. Their story is a lesson in the importance of due process and the fight against discrimination. We must ask ourselves, have we truly learned from their sacrifice? Or are we still rewriting history to fit our own narrative? The Forgotten Petri Dish, a symbol of the forgotten stories. Maua Incident, The Unwritten Verdict, The Hidden Truth. 11 soldiers and an empire, the human cost. The execution took place on April 11, 1899. The world watched, or so they thought. The 11 soldiers were executed for a mutiny they didn't commit. The conspiracy began almost immediately after. They found weapons, planted evidence. The trial was a farce from the start. The defense was denied, the truth was ignored. Santos tried to speak, but his voice was silenced. The world was watching, waiting for justice. But justice was not what they wanted. They wanted a confession, a show of strength. And McKinley refused the pardon. His decision was a blow to the nation's conscience. The ghosts of Maua would haunt the American military for years.